So I'm going to show you how you can implement one simple trick and instantly boost your DeFi income just like that, basically. We're going to dive straight into today's video. So here's the thing. There are so many different liquidity pools out there. When we're browsing, let's just say Ethereum and USDC, on the Ethereum network alone, we just found 5 variations of Ethereum to USDC. We open it up to the Arbitrum network. We got 13 variations. Say we open it up to all networks. On Uniswap alone, there are 29 variations. We open it up to all exchanges as well. We have 37 different variations, all different results, all different fee volumes, and all different TVLs. Point is, how do we possibly know which one of these we should be deployed into? So I want to show you guys the process and give you guys the sauce for making sure that you are in the right pool. And if that doesn't work, if you are in the right pool, I'm going to give you another way that you can instantly boost your DeFi income as well. And I'm actually going to implement this process on these two positions that I'm currently in, doing a 62% APR, doing about $46 per day in DeFi income. And again, I'm happy with the performance, but also I don't want to be leaving money on the table, which a lot of people are doing, including myself, which is why I want to walk you guys through that today. And if you guys enjoyed today's content, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, notifications turned on, and let us know what type of videos you guys want to see on this channel next, and we're happy to make some content around it. Anyways, we're going to start with Ethereum to Edge. Now, Ethereum to Edge is more niche, so there's two ways we can do this. We can go over here and select every exchange and every network, right? And we simply just type in Ethereum and Edge on the filters on Metrics Finance, and boom, we see one pool, just like that, right? But Metrics Finance has some filters on the back end to kind of essentially eliminate some of the lower TVL pools, if that makes sense, so there's not a lot of spam on here. What we can also do is go over to the simulate page, and this is going to be a little bit more slow, and we do have a full-time developer that's working on kind of increasing the speed of some of these features. I do want to put that out there. But this is also very, very powerful because it's pulling all the data in real time, which is why it's slow. But we can go over here and simply just determine what networks Edge is on. So if we type in Edge over here on CoinGecko, we pull that up, it shows that it's just on the Ethereum network. Okay, great. And then we'll select Uniswap on the Ethereum network. Hey, we could even select QuickSwap, PancakeSwap, SushiSwap. But in this instance, I do only think Edge is on Uniswap. And then we just simply type in Ethereum. And then we'll also go over here and type in Edge. Simple as that. And after we've done that, we could type in our deposit amount. Let's just say I wanted to do 10 grand. We can type in our calculation time frame. I'm going to use 7 days. And then from there, we just simply click search. And it's going to go and it's going to browse Uniswap on the Ethereum network, pull the data in directly from the blockchain. And in this instance, we do only get one result returned, right? Because there is only one liquidity pool. So for Edge, right there's no other liquidity pools. So there's no better ones that I can get in to instantly boost the performance. But there is something else I can do, which I will mention at the end of this video. I'm also going to do this for my Tau liquidity pool. So we're going to do wrap Tau right over here. Just type that in. And then once that loads up, once again, we're going to do the same exact thing. Let's just say time frame is 7 days. We go ahead and hit search just to see if there's other opportunities. And this will go and pull the data from the blockchain. And while that loads up, we're also going to determine if Tau is on any other networks. So I'm actually going to type in wrap Tau because that's what we're specifically looking for. And this is currently just on the Ethereum network. Okay. Perfect. So you can see that we have the 0.3% fee tier right here as well. Okay, so there's not much you can do. I also have this position over on Radium, and it's Sol Render, and I'm going to make sure that I'm in the right one over there because I know for a fact that there's a lot of Sol to Render liquidity pools across Orca and Radium. So we're going to search those, and it's going to load all that information up directly from the Solana blockchain, and boom, there's two opportunities right there. One of them is doing a 45% APR, the other one is doing a 42% APR. We could see with a glance that one of them has $1 million in TVL, the other one also has about $1 million in TVL. The daily fees, very, very similar. The fee to TVL ratio, very, very similar. Daily volume, very similar. Volume to TVL, very similar. So then that's where we say, okay, well, what is our range on this liquidity pool? Now, pulling up Crystal, which I could see some limited information on my sold to render liquidity pool. And I'm going to go over here to grab the range, which is basically 31 to 47. We're just going to go ahead and jot that in right over here, 31. And then I'm going to grab my max price, which is 47. Throw that in there. And actually, you'll notice that the one I'm on over on Radium is the 0.25% fee tier. So it is this Radium one right here. And then we're going to go ahead and hit search just like that. And then within a second, you're going to see that the APRs have just loaded in. This one that I'm in is doing a 51% APR. And this one right over here, Sol Render, is doing a 55% APR over on Orca. So just like that, we were able to boost our return. So let's talk about how much in overall value that can bring me. So $19,700 as our deposit amount, and that's going to load up in a sec, and we're just going to go ahead and hit search. And you can see that I'm doing $27 per day off of Solrender on Radium, yet $29 per day over here on Solrender on Orca. So just like that, I make an extra $2 per day, which over the course of a month is $60 per month, and over the course of a year, that comes out to an extra $700 to $750 basically, which is great. Right? That instantly boosts the performance. And this isn't the most amazing result, but that for sure is going to impact my portfolio. And depending on what capital I work with, this could be a lot more. Other times, depending on what pools you're in, you could find pools that have a lot higher discrepancies where one's doing 60% and the other's doing 50%. Or hey, one's doing 80% and the other's doing 50%. We have found opportunities like that. So now to talk about what else you can do to boost performance. So over on Metrics Finance, one of the things that we show you is your time in range, right? So if you just go to the details on the track page of your position, and you look at this chart right here, you can see your price range utilization. So you've been in range 100% of the time, but you can see we have so much fat on this edge that we haven't even been to, right? So what am I going to do? I'm going to simulate the pool. I'm going to look at the 30-day time frame because that's how long I've been in the pool for. And then from there, I'm going to adjust my min price. I got 83% TAL, which I'm fine with, but what if I just adjust that min price over here to something like 6.3? Now for reference, we are currently having a range at 5, which is showing over the past 7 days, a 52% APR. So if we bring that up to not even 6.3, 6.15, we're going from that 50% APR to a 77% APR, just like that, okay? So to talk about the effect of that, 5 gets us $30 per day, and 6.15 gets us $45 per day. It's an extra $15 per day, which is an extra $450 per month, and that's an extra $5,400 per year. And guys, to put that in perspective, this position currently has 21 grand in it. So that's significantly helping out the health of the position, basically. And all we did was trim some of the fat on this pool. Now, again, if I want to be more reasonable, I can adjust this max price as well to something like 9 point, let's just say 3, and then bring that up just a little bit more, like 6.25 or even, hey, 6.5. And then if we go back down to a 7-day calculation range, that one's an 81%. So similar, it's just we're more adjusted and more balanced out. We have 65% TAO, 35% Ethereum. So we're not having to do much selling of assets. But point is, this is a little trick that we can just implement into the portfolio right away to just earn more money and help the overall portfolio value. So that's something that I'm going to be implementing on today. I'm going to be adjusting the range of my Ethereum to TAO position. And I'm also going to be adjusting the range of my Ethereum to Edge position. Because if we're going to go back to that example, Ethereum to Edge right over here, you'll notice that I also have some fat that needs to be trimmed on this one. And, let's just go through this example right now, right on an edge, and show you the effect. So if we look at, say, 7 days, this is realistically doing about 42%. So if we look back at 30 days, and let's just say we bring that min price up to something like, say, 850, and then over here we bring that max price, let's just say to 2,700, slightly adjust it. Hey, we could even do 900 on that. And then we look specifically at the past 7 days. Well, guess what? We're up to 56% now. If we want to get it even better, because keep in mind this range is very, very broad, especially for Ethereum to Edge be so correlated recently. Let's try something like 2,600, and then over here, let's try something like 925, something like that. Hey, we can even do 950, and then over 7 days, that gets us to 60%, from 40 to 60%. That is essentially a 50% increase in the overall yield that we are generating. Once again, pretty good results by just simply doing that, and by simply just adjusting our ranges, but also making sure that we're trimming the fat, and also making sure we're in the best position for this liquidity pool. Anyways, if you guys have questions, feel free to let me know down below in the comment section. I will say, if you guys want my team to dive into your portfolio, see if there's any optimizations that we could potentially make that could help you kind of boost your income, boost your overall portfolio performance, then we're happy to help. There's going to be a link right below this video. I'll tell you a little bit more about our strategy. There's a quick little application that you can fill out to make sure that, we're getting you on the phone and you actually have a portfolio and you're kind of ready to go. And we can make optimizations. And then from there, we could see like what optimizations can be made basically. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, found some value in it. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe, notifications turned on, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.